students. In our previous session, we discussed about principal solution of trigonometric equation. In that we solved some of the questions. We seen how to find the principal solution of given trigonometric equation. And now we'll come to the general solution of trigonometric equation. See here, the general solution of trigonometric equation is not included in your syllabus in this year because of COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, but for the purpose of knowledge, we need to study that. Okay, see what is the general solution of trigonometric function. If you come to the sine function, cos function and tan function. What is the general solution of sin x is equal to some value, or cos x is equal to some value, or tan x is equal to some value? That we'll see now. Okay, so first we'll see the general solution of sin x is equal to sin alpha, one value we'll consider. Okay, see the general solution of sin x is equal to sin alpha. This is one trigonometric equation. Okay, if you have a trigonometric equation in the form sin x is equal to sin alpha, then how to find the general solution? Means the solution is x value. Okay, x value we need to find here. Which x value? Okay, so in last class we seen about principal solution. In that principal solution we are considering the one revolution. In one revolution we will get only two solution of a given trigonometric equation. Okay, that is principal solution. But in generally we will get infinitely many the solution. Okay, that is general solution. We are generalizing here. We can rotate in a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction the given ray. Okay, and we can get infinitely many solution for the given trigonometric equation. Okay, that is called as general solution. Now, what is the general solution of the trigonometric equation of the form sin x is equal to sin alpha? It is some value. Okay, this is constant. Okay, x value we need to find here, solution. Okay, so how to find? Say, to find this, first we'll consider the given equation sin x is equal to sin alpha. Okay, and after that we'll bring sin alpha to left hand side, then it becomes a 0. Now it is in the form sin a minus sin b. We know sin a minus sin b is equal to 2 cos a plus b by 2 into sin a minus b by 2. So here we can write 2 cos a plus b by 2. A plus b means here x plus alpha by 2. Okay, x plus alpha by 2 into sin a minus b means x minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, now here these three terms, considering 2 also. Okay, these three terms are equal to 0 means they are multiplied and they are equal to 0 means any one of them should be equal to 0. So whether 2 is equal to 0? No. Okay, 2 is a non-zero number, right? So either cos x plus alpha by 2 may be equal to 0, or sin x minus alpha may be equal to alpha by 2 may be equal to 0. That you know, if you say a into b is equal to 0, either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0, or both are equal to 0. Same here also, either cos x plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 or sin x minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so that I'll write now here, either cos x plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 or sin x minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. See here, when cos x the value is 0, we know cos x the value is 0 if that value is odd integral multiple of pi by 2. Means here the value, that is if x plus alpha by 2 is equal to odd integral multiple of pi by 2, then cos x plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 will get. When cos x is equal to 0 will get, if x is equal to odd integral multiple of pi by 2. When sin x is equal to 0 will get, if x is equal to the integral multiple of pi. Integral multiple of pi. Same here also. The x plus alpha by 2 value is equal to, if odd integral multiple of pi by 2, then clearly cos x plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 will get. Now simplify this. Here 2 and this to get cancelled because this here multiplied with pi by 2. So 2 is common denominator. Here also 2 is common denominator. So we got here x plus alpha is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi. Or we can say here x value is what? 2n plus 1 into pi minus alpha. Similarly, the second case, either x is equal to this value or x is equal to what value we will get. See the solution, general solution we are getting. So here sin x minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 means that value must be equal to in the form n into pi, integral multiple of pi. So we can say x minus alpha by 2 must be equal to n pi. Okay, so by cross multiplying this, what will get? 2n pi. X minus alpha is equal to 2n pi, or x is equal to 2n pi plus alpha. Okay, so you got two solution, means either x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi minus alpha, means a odd integral multiple of pi minus alpha. Here even integral multiple of pi plus alpha. Okay, so here by combining those two, we can rewrite x value is, okay, that is n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha. How we can see? Here, if you consider n values even, then we'll get this form, because here this is even number. 2n into pi is even. Okay. 2n plus 1 is odd. Okay. So here, if you take n is even, then you will get even number into pi plus minus 1 to the power even number is always positive. Minus 1 square is 1. Minus 1 to the power 4 is 1. Right? Always positive will get. So this is plus, will get plus sign plus alpha. Okay. If you consider n values odd number, then we'll get this form 2n plus 1, because we can observe if you consider n is 3, okay, 3 if you consider 3 pi will get. Same if you consider n is equal to here 1, we'll get 3 pi. Okay, so if you consider n is odd here, we'll get this form. Okay, means here if you get 3 pi, if you take n is 3 pi means that is nothing but 2 into 1 plus 1. 2 into 1 plus 1 into pi. Okay. Plus minus 1 to the power odd number. If you consider minus 1 to the power odd, minus 1 to the power 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 to the power 3 is minus 1. So this sign becomes minus. So here this is nothing but 2n pi minus alpha will get. If you take n is odd. If you take n is even, we'll get what? This is equal to 2n pi plus alpha. Okay, so we can write generally the solution of this equation is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power alpha. Okay, remember this. When the equation if you have in the form sin x is equal to sin alpha, then x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power alpha, where n is any integer. It may be odd number, it may be even number. Okay. Now, similarly, we will see the next trigonometric equation, that is cos x is equal to cos alpha. Cos x is equal to cos alpha. Okay. See, this is when if sin x is equal to sin alpha, then x is equal to this will get. First case is over. Second case, if cos x is equal to cos alpha, then what is the solution of this trigonometric equation? Okay, in this case also, same way we can use to find the solution, that is cos x minus cos alpha is equal to 0. Bring here, okay, bring cos alpha to left hand side, then we'll get minus cos alpha. Cos x minus cos alpha is equal to 0. Now it is in the form c minus c. This is nothing but minus 2 ss. Minus 2 into sine a plus b by 2 into sine a minus b by 2. So this is nothing but minus 2 into sine a and b, x and alpha we have. So x plus alpha by 2 into sine x minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. Now same as previous method, you know, if a into b is equal to 0, either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. Here minus 2 cannot be 0 because minus 2 is a non-zero number. Okay, it is not a 0. Okay, but it may be equal to 0 or this number may be equal to 0, right? So either we'll get sine x plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 or sine x minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, we know when sine x is equal to 0 we'll get sine x is equal to 0 we'll get if x is equal to integral multiple of pi. Integral multiple of pi. Same here also, sine x plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 or sine x minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 we'll get if that value is equal to integral multiple of pi. So that value means x plus alpha by 2 is equal to here n pi, or here x minus alpha by 2 is equal to n pi, where n is any integer. Okay, now cross multiply, then what will get x plus alpha is equal to 2n pi, or x is equal to 2n pi minus alpha in this case. Second case what will get here, x minus alpha is equal to cross multiply ಮಾಡಿ, x minus alpha is equal to 2n pi or x is equal to 2n pi plus alpha. So either x is equal to 2n pi minus alpha or x is equal to 2n pi plus alpha whenever cos x is equal to cos alpha. So we can write together, if cos x is equal to cos alpha, then x must be, or we can say the general solution of this trigonometric equation is 2n pi. This is common to both, but here sign change, plus or minus alpha. Okay, if cos x is equal to cos alpha, then x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Okay, we'll see the next, the tan. Okay, tan function if you consider, okay, equation containing tan function. Okay, that is like this. If you have a trigonometric equation in the form tan x is equal to tan alpha, then how to find x alpha? What is the general solution of this trigonometric equation? General solution means you can observe here, n is a variable, n can take any integral value, any integers. Okay, now similarly here also, if you consider tan x minus tan alpha is equal to 0 by using this. Tan is nothing but it is the ratio of sine to cos. So we can write this one as sine x by cos x minus sine alpha by cos alpha is equal to 0. Now cross multiply, what will get? Taking the LCM here, we'll get sine x into cos alpha minus we can write cos x, cross multiplying, so cos x into sine alpha whole divided by cos x into cos alpha is equal to 0, taking the LCM. Now cross multiply cos x cos alpha to right hand side, then cos x into cos alpha into 0, that is nothing but 0 only. So remains here in the numerator sin x cos alpha minus cos x into sin alpha. Sin x cos alpha minus cos x sin alpha is equal to 0. This is in the form you can observe sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. So this is nothing but sin x minus y. X minus y means here alpha. This is equal to 0. Again, it is in the form sin x is equal to 0. So we can say x is equal to n pi where n is integer. Same here also. Sin x minus alpha is equal to 0 means x minus alpha must be the integral multiple of pi. Integral multiple of pi means what? N is here integer. The pi is multiplied with the integer. Okay. So now again we can write this one as x is equal to n pi plus alpha by bringing alpha to right hand side. Only one solution. Okay. So third case, one solution means actually you will get here infinitely many solution, but here only one form we can write here, n pi plus alpha. Okay. So if tan x is equal to tan alpha, then x is equal to n pi plus alpha. Remember, this is very important. Okay. For this year they deleted in your syllabus, but for the competitive exam it's very important. Okay. Now we'll see some of the questions of trigonometric equation to find the principal solution as well as the general solution. Okay. See. Now see here. Okay, they give one. Sin x is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Find the solution. Find the solution of sin x is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Okay, see here, they just asked here, find the solution means here infinitely many solutions will get. Means here we need to find what? General solution. Okay. See, what is the general solution of sin x is equal to root 3 by 2? Okay. You can observe here. This is in the form sin x is equal to sin alpha. Sin alpha value they given as minus root 3 by 2. What is the value of x? That we need to find. Okay. So, we'll consider here sin x is equal to minus root 3 by 2 as they given. Okay. Now, this can be written as sin x is equal to minus, keep as it is, root 3 by 2. When sin take the value root 3 by 2, in first quadrant you will get sin 60 degree, means sin pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. Sin pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. Now, here sin value you got negative. Okay, negative in the sense where you will get sin is negative, whether in first quadrant, no, first quadrant all are positive. Second quadrant sin is positive and its reciprocal is positive. So other than first and second quadrant means in third and fourth quadrant we will get sin is negative. So the solution of this equation must lie in third and fourth quadrant. Okay, see here. Now here minus pi by 3 we have. If we take here in third quadrant, how the solution comes, see how the trigonometric value we can write. Sin, here this is pi, you know. Okay, if you add some value, pi plus pi by 3. Okay, 5 plus pi by 3, you know clearly that is equal to minus sin pi by 3, because sin pi plus pi by 3 is nothing but what? Sin 180 degree plus pi by 3 means theta, I'll consider. Okay, sin 180 degree plus theta means what? Clearly minus sin theta. Minus sin theta, because here 90 into 2, the number is even, so the name is same and it lies in third quadrant, so the sign is negative. So sin 180 degree plus theta is nothing but minus sin theta. Sin 180 degree plus pi by 3 is nothing but minus sin pi by 3. Anyway, okay, now this can be written as sine. Okay, this is one of the solutions. Similarly, we'll get another solution, fourth quadrant. Okay, so take the LCM, what we'll get? 3 pi plus pi, that is 4 pi by 3. 4 pi by 3. Okay, so you can observe here, in principal solution means it comes in one revolution. Okay, so this comes in third quadrant. Similarly, one of the solution will get in fourth quadrant. Okay, so this is just a principal solution, one of the principal solution. But what is the general solution? Okay, principal solution, what you got here, x is equal to 4 pi by 3. This is the principal solution of this equation. But here we need to write the general solution. Okay, so here we can consider here alpha value. Okay, here you can observe sin x is equal to sin alpha. It is in the form sin x is equal to sin alpha. We got alpha value is what? 4 pi by 3. 4 pi by 3. Now you can observe, if sin x is equal to sin alpha, then the general solution is what? X is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha. Alpha is nothing but here what? 4 pi by 3. So we can say the general solution of given trigonometric equation sin x is equal to minus root 3 by 2 is x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into 4 pi by 3. Okay, so if you take here another principal solution, it comes in fourth quadrant, we'll get here another alpha value. Okay, so both are same only, so it appears only the different look, but here values same will get. So it is enough to write one of the principal solution and writing the general solution. Okay, now we'll see the next question of finding the solution of given trigonometric equation. See, here the given cos x is equal to half. Cos x is equal to half. Okay, so here principal solution we can find here, right, directly. When cos x is the value half, in first quadrant we'll get clearly positive value. Cos is positive. First quadrant means cos 60 degree is half, right? Similarly, cos will get positive in fourth quadrant, isn't it? So again we can find another value of another solution of this equation. Means principal solution we can find like that. So one of the solution, right, see, cos x is equal to cos, which value here, as I said, 60 degree pi by 3. Okay, so here this is in the form now cos x is equal to cos alpha. Alpha is nothing but here pi by 3. So we can write now the principal solution, the general solution, x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Alpha is nothing but pi by 4. So this is the general solution of cos x is equal to half. Very simple, right? Okay. Now we'll see some of the question of finding the principal solution as well as the general solution. Okay, we'll see the next question. Find the principal solution and general solution of the following. Okay, in that first question, tan x is equal to root 3. Tan x is equal to root 3. Okay, first, okay, here we have to see tan take the value, positive value, in which quadrant? First and third quadrant. Tan is positive. So the principal solution lies in first and third quadrant. So one of the principal solution I'll write here, that is in first quadrant. When tan take the value root 3. Tan take the value root 3 if that angle is equal to 60 degree. Alva. So we can say tan 60 degree means pi by 3 is equal to root 3. Okay, so we can say here the principal solution is principal solution ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ನೀವು x is equal to ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. one solution, right? X is equal to pi by 3. This is a principal solution, one of the principal solution. Another principal solution we'll get to, that also we can find. See, another principal solution, as I said, it comes in third quadrant. Third quadrant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ನೀವು pi plus ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. So tan pi plus pi by 3. Tan pi plus pi by 3. Okay, tan pi plus pi by 3 is nothing but 1 minus what? In third quadrant tan is positive, so this is nothing but tan pi by 3 only. Tan pi by 3 only, alva? So tan pi by 3 we can write as tan pi plus pi by 3 in third quadrant. Artha aita? So the value in batu tan, take the LCM, 3 pi plus pi, 4 pi by 3. Okay, so tan pi by 3 is same as tan 4 pi by 3. So this is also equal to root 3 will get. So x value is 1 is what? Pi by 3. Another value is 4 pi by 3. The principal solutions are x is equal to pi by 3 and x is equal to 4 pi by 3. So this is the solution, right? If you want here also tan okay, what? Pi plus pi by 3. This is equal to tan 4 pi by 3. This is equal to also root 3. Okay. Now we need to find the general solution by considering any one of the principal solution. Okay. So let me consider the first principal solution, and then I'll write the general solution of this trigonometric equation. Okay. So here they given tan x is equal to root 3. We got tan x is equal to pi by 3. So we can consider x is equal to here pi by 3 or x is equal to 4 pi by 3. Any one I'll consider. Okay. Then x value is what? If you have here 2x, then you have to write 2x. If you have x, write x. X is equal to n pi plus alpha. N pi plus alpha. Alpha is nothing but pi by 3. Okay. Or also we can write by using the next principal solution. Okay. If you consider alpha is equal to 4 pi by 3, then this can be written as x is equal to n pi plus alpha. Alpha means 4 pi by 3. Okay, these both are same. It appears only different, but both are same. So it is enough of writing only one of the solution like this form. Okay, one form is enough. X is equal to n pi plus pi by 3. Okay, now we'll see the next question. Okay, that is what general solution we got. Okay, now we'll see the next question of finding the general solution and principal solution. Okay, so the next question, cot x is equal to minus root 3. Cot x is equal to minus root 3. Okay, see here. Here you have cot x is negative. Negative. In which quadrant? Cot x negative. In which quadrant cot is positive? First and third quadrant they are positive. Okay, they are positive. But in second quadrant cot is negative. Fourth quadrant cot is negative. So the solution, principal solution of this must lie in second and fourth quadrant. Okay, so in second quadrant how will get C? Minus, right, as it is root 3. Tan when takes the value root 3? If that value is nothing but, sorry, it is cot here. Cot when take the value root 3? If that value is equal to 30 degree, means we can say cot 30 degree is equal to root 3. So minus root 3 we can write as minus cot pi by 6. Okay, but here in second quadrant we got negative minus cot pi by 6, means this can be written as cot of ಇಲ್ಲಿ pi ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, so pi minus pi by 6. Pi minus pi by 6. Clearly cot pi minus pi by 6 is nothing but minus cot pi by 6. We know 180 degree ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಕಾಟ್ ಥೀಟಾನೇ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರೆಂಟ್. Okay, so now this is nothing but cot, take the LCM here, 5 pi by 6. So cot x is equal to cot 5 pi by 6. So this is one of the principal solution. Another principal solution I need to find. So it comes in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ you have to use 2 pi minus x, okay, or theta. See, theta is nothing but we know pi by 6. So same you use here, minus cot pi by 6 and consider ಮಾಡಿ, minus cot pi by 6 can be written as cot 2 pi minus pi by 6. Whether it is correct? Because cot 2 pi 360 degree ಅಂತ ಬಂದರೆ 360 degree minus theta or plus theta ಅಂತ ಬಂದರೆ ಸೇಮ್ trigonometric function ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ cot 360 degree minus theta is nothing but cot theta only, and it comes in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. So it is negative, minus cot pi by 6 will get. Okay, so this is nothing but, take the LCM, 12 pi minus pi, 11 pi by 6. Okay, so here x value, okay, here alpha value 5 pi by 6, here alpha value 11 pi by 6, means the principal solution are 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. Okay, two principal solutions. Now what is the general solution? General solution find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿ. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. 5 pi by 6 ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. I'll write the general solution. Okay, the general solution is x is equal to, this is cot. Cot is nothing but reciprocal of tan. So same general solution. This is for tan x is equal to tan alpha, as well as cot x is equal to cot alpha. Same in the case of sin and cos also. Okay, the reciprocal also same, get the general solution. Now x is equal to, what will get here? n pi plus alpha. Alpha ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ 5 pi by 6. ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, 5 pi by 6 ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ, now similarly next we'll see the next question. They give one, secant x is equal to root 2. Secant x is equal to root 2. Okay, secant x, when takes the value root 2, see, if you take here in first quadrant, secant value positive in which quadrant? It is the reciprocal of cos, so positive in first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, right? Okay, fourth quadrant. Now secant when takes the value root 2 in first quadrant, that is nothing but 45 degree. Okay, we know secant pi by 4 is root 2. Cos 45 degree is nothing but 1 by root 2. Secant 45 degree is nothing but root 2. Now, so here one of the principal solution you got, that is pi by 4 in first quadrant. And next one, how we can find? By using 2 pi. Okay, see, secant 2 pi minus pi by 4 is nothing but secant pi by 4. Because 360 degree minus theta, if you have same trigonometric function will get. And in fourth quadrant secant is positive. Okay, now this is nothing but secant 8 pi minus pi, 7 pi by 4. Okay, the principal solution are, we can observe here, pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4. Now the general solution, secant x is nothing but it is the reciprocal of cos. So the general solution of secant x is equal to secant alpha also same will get, that is 2n pi plus or minus alpha. So the general solution are, or general solution in the form, what will get? X is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Alpha means here you can take any one of the principal solution. To have any one you take. Okay, so 2n pi plus or minus pi by 4. Okay, similarly, we will give two questions to you. You have to solve that. Okay, the next question is cosecant x is equal to minus 2. Cosecant x is equal to minus 2. That you need to find. Similarly, cos x is equal to minus half. Okay, these two questions you have to do. Okay, find the principal solution and general solution of cosecant x is equal to minus 2 and cos x is equal to minus half. Okay, we'll see now the next type of question. Okay, see here the given tan 2x is equal to minus cot x plus pi by 3. X plus pi by 3. Okay, so solve this equation. Yes, solve means we need to find the solution. We need to find x value in general. Okay, so general solution we need to find. So see here we have tan function in terms of cot, but here tan is nothing but in terms of tan only we have. So we have to convert this cot in terms of tan. So we have minus cot some value, we consider that as theta. So minus cot theta, how we can write in terms of tan? We know tan 90 plus theta. Okay, very simple, you can write 90 plus theta in second quadrant. If you consider this in second quadrant, tan 90 plus theta is nothing but minus cot theta. Minus cot theta. So this can be written as tan 90 plus theta. Theta anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ x plus pi by 3. Okay, so now we can observe here tan 90 plus pi by 3. 90 anta ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 90 plus pi by 3, 90 plus 60 degree. Okay, that is nothing but 150 degree, or else you can write in radian only. Pi by 2 plus pi by 3, take the LCM. Okay, what will get 6 is the LCM, so 5 pi by 6 will get plus x. Okay, so tan 2x is equal to this you want 5 pi by 6 plus x. Okay, now this is in the form tan x is equal to tan alpha. So in place of x we have here 2x. So what will get here? 2x is equal to n pi plus alpha. Alpha means here what you have 5 pi by 6 plus x. Okay, now here 2x, here x. So 1x get cancels, we'll get x is equal to n pi plus 5 pi by 6. So this is the general solution of tan 2x is equal to minus cot x plus pi by 3. Okay, understood how to find the value, general solution. Okay, here write minus. If you have here plus, then you'll get tan pi by 2 minus theta. If you have minus, tan pi by 2 plus theta. Okay, so ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಕಾಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕಾಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಂಟ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ಟ್ಯಾನ್ 90 plus theta is minus cot theta, we can write. Okay, so like this. Now we'll see the next question. So the next question what you have, solve sin 2x minus sin 4x plus sin 6x is equal to 0. Solve sin 2x minus sin 4x plus sin 6x is equal to 0. So in this case, first write the term, positive terms together. Okay, sin 6x plus sin 2x minus sin 4x, I'll write. Okay, is equal to 0. Just rearrangement for our convenience. Now considering these two, it is in the form sin A plus sin B. This can be written as s plus s is nothing but 2sc. So 2 sin 6x plus 2x by 2 into cos 6x minus 2x by 2. Okay, minus sine 4x is equal to 0. Okay, now what we'll get, see, this is nothing but 2 sine 6x plus 2x, 8x by 2, that is nothing but 4x, into cos 6x minus 2x, 4x by 2, that is 2x, minus sine 4x is equal to 0. You can observe here sine 4x we have in two terms, so take sine 4x common. What remains here? 2 cos 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. This term are written outside, so the coefficient is 1. Okay, so it is in the form a into b is equal to 0. So either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. So either we can write sine 4x is equal to 0 or b means here 2 cos 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So here sine 4x is equal to 0 means when sine x is equal to 0, if x is equal to n pi. So when sine 4x is equal to 0, if 4x is equal to n pi. So x is equal to what we'll get here? N pi by 4, where n is an integer. Or 2 cos 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So cos 2x, 2 cos 2x is equal to 1 will get cos 2x is equal to half. Okay, see here, right, in terms of cos here, half you have, so cos x is equal to cos alpha, ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. cos 2x is equal to cos alpha ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ when cos x the value half, in first quadrant we'll get cos is equal to half, cos 60 degree is half. So we can say here cos pi by 3, cos 2x is equal to cos pi by 3 means alpha value you got pi by 3. So we know if cos x is equal to cos alpha, then x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. But here you have 2x, so we can write 2x is equal to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Alpha means here what? Pi by 3. But we need x value. Solution ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ x value find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So x ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು divide 2 on each side. So divide ಮಾಡಿದರೆ n pi, 2n pi by 2 is nothing but n pi plus or minus pi by 3 by 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ pi by 6 ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, pi by 6. Okay, that is the solution. Okay, now let's see the next question. Okay, so actually here ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಸತಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ cos 4x is equal to cos 2x ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. cos 4x is equal to cos 2x. ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಸೊ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ cos x is equal, ಈಗ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಈಗ ಜನರಲ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ cos x is equal to cos alpha ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೀರಿ, ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಬರೀರಿ. It is in the form cos a minus cos b. Here we can write this one as minus 2 sin a plus b by 2 into sin a minus b by 2. So either we can say sin 6x by 2 and 3x is equal to 0, or sin 2x by 2 and x is equal to 0. So what is the solution? Here 3x is equal to n pi, because here sin takes the value 0 means 3x must be equal to n pi, so x is equal to n pi by 3. So very simple, like this we can find the general solution. Here x is equal to n pi, where n is integer, right, where n is integer compulsory. Okay, now similarly we have next question, sin 2x plus cos x is equal to 0. See, sin 2x plus cos x is equal to 0. Find the general solution. Okay, in this case sin 2x can be written as 2 sin x into cos x, because we need here in terms of cos, so sin 2x can be written as 2 sin x into cos x plus cos x is equal to 0. Take cos x is common, what will get here, 2 sin x and here plus 1 is equal to 0. So either cos x is equal to 0 or 2 sin x plus 1 is equal to 0. So cos x is equal to 0 means x is odd integral multiple of pi by 2. Odd integral multiple of pi by 2. Here what we'll get? 2 sin x is equal to minus 1. Sin x is equal to minus half. So this can be written as minus sin half means 30 degree pi by 6. So sin comes negative in which quadrant? The third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So this can be written as sin pi plus pi by 6. Okay, pi plus pi by 6 is nothing but 7 pi by 6. So alpha value 7 pi by 6. So sin x is equal to sin alpha, then x is equal to sin x is equal to sin alpha, then x is equal to what will get n pi plus minus 1 to the power n into alpha into 7 pi by 6. So these two are right. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹೇಗೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದೇ ಥರ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅದ ನಂತರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೈನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಲೆ, ಕಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಲೆ, ಟ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಲೆ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುವ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.